My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are doing a live technical analysis on a coin feature in this bi-weekly profit package. I think it's one of the best coins really in the world for you to look at evaluating, read the charts, and make some money like a boss. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as a crypto trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you want to win some free Bitcoin, this is what you need to do. Leave a comment guessing Friday's price. That's right, end of day Friday's price for Bitcoin. Every video is a new chance to win. And just like that, we went to Litecoin's video. This is a video I put out last week. And when you click on there, the comment that is pinned to the top is from my man who chose to remain anonymous. You know what I'm saying? Got a little taco shop I'm going to check out not too long ago. Yes, 46,134. He missed it by just a few $100. At the time I picked the winner, and so I say, you're the winner, shoot me a message on Telegram. He sent me his message, sent me his wallet on Telegram, and then this is the transaction on the blockchain. So I sent him the free BTC, I think what, like $15 or $20 somewhere in there, and it's just that easy to get paid. My name is Brandon Kelly. I'm here to enlighten the world on that which is blockchain technology, and most importantly, my formal education, civil engineering, MBA from University of Notre Dame. I know how to make money, and I know how to make math work to make money, and that is my bridge through this channel, using applied mathematics to navigate the ocean, that which is decentralized finance. It's an amazing journey. I thank you for joining me on it. And this is another way you can do so. Join the money team. You know what I'm saying? Just go on to Telegram at BK Bitcoin. I got about 200 people in there right now. I did have a group on Facebook that, is full of bots and trolls. So I'm kind of phasing that out and starting a new community on Telegram. So join it at BK Bitcoin. It's a very great group. I'm getting some of the best traders I know in there to start posting content. So if you have any questions on how to get started, how to set up an exchange, how to set up your chart, just jump in BK Bitcoin on Telegram, and we are available 24/7 to help you out. Come on in. The doors are always open. So let's jump into it. Profit package, right? What is the profit package? Well, the profit package is kind of a term I came up with when I first started trading to really kind of give you a sniper approach to profitability and success when trading in the market. I think it's very easy to get inundated with all the different choices and all the different coins and all the different capabilities and all the different partnerships and all the different news. Like, it literally changes every day. That's one of the reasons I don't really come on this channel and talk about the news too much, because it's worthless. Like, it's just biased information based on the perception of the authority that is discerning such said information. So, I don't focus on too much of the news. I really come on here to talk about the charts. Like, this is the money, this is the economy. Look at the big money, look at the low money, look at the slow money, look at the long money, look at the strong money. This is what the world is doing. You know what I'm saying? That way the news is, and that's what I tell people. Like, the charts make the news relevant, not vice versa, right? And so this is one of the coins that I think has a really, really, really great chance to make you a lot of money here in the near and dear future, and it's called Helium. Helium. It says the Helium network represents a paradigm shift for decentralized wireless infrastructure, right? I think one of the things that I've heard as of late one of the fear tactics that such said media outlets are starting to introduce to the human psyche is a EMT attack on the infrastructure. What happens, and this is what they used to say about Bitcoin back when Bitcoin was $1,000, $2,000. Well, what happens if the internet goes down? Then you can't use Bitcoin. It's worthless. Then I'm gonna tell you what, since 99% of all the money in existence is digital, if the powers that control that money decide to take it away, that helps out our favor a great deal more, because now they done lost 99% of their wealth. You see what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen. But if, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad had a quote. I tell you what, I can't say it on this channel, but if you want to hear it, and reach out to me and I tell it to you. But it goes with the word if, and a dog, right? It don't work, right? Who uses helium? Discover helium's rich ecosystem of hardware and software solutions that support the what? The people's network. That's another reason I like this coin, is because it is of the people, by the people, for the people. Getting back to that EMT quote, feasible but yet unrealistic, possibly inevitable attack that we will have to suffrage through. Helium is already set up to build a solution. And I remember, I remember talking on this channel, I was like, we have to build the solution into the next problem, right? So say, just for example, the internet goes down, like Comcast is attacked, or all the 5G 5G AT&T towers are taken out, one single swipe. And now we can't even get the news because we ain't nobody got no internet. Well, this did happen in Egypt not too long ago. Egypt internet goes down. I think it was like 2017. They still dealing with this. Yeah, right here. 5 years later. Yeah, right? This actually happened, right? Egypt shut down its internet. I think the government was going through some stuff and people was revolting, and they shut it down, right? 93% of Egyptians were out of service. Do you know what happened? People came together and started making their own internet, right? They were broadcasting from the roof of their apartment on peer-to-peer decentralized networks, right? Of the people, for the people, by the people, right? This is essentially a much, much larger iteration of that effort. Except now, it's built out on the blockchain. It's got about $1 billion in liquidity, and it's worth about $7 per IOTA unit of equity, right? It's called Helium, HNT, 1.6 billion in reserves, not necessarily reserves, but market cap, right? Number 60, top 60. Once you crack that top 100, on coin market cap, you are doing something notable to the world. Let it leave no doubt, right? And so I don't want to talk about too much. I'll probably do another breakout video and, really go into this, because I think these guys are kind of leading their space. Back in the day, we had like Mysterium, which was, starting to talk about doing DeFi internet. Actually, Mysterium has like a VPN router that is still active. But I think Helium might have kind of taken the reins on that effort, right? But this is what the chart looks like. Oh, and by the way, if you appreciate this content, I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, click that bell. Again, I'm coming on here giving away free BTC to the people, telling you about ecosystems that are designed to restructure humanity in humanity's darkest days. And now we jumping into the charts to show you how you can make money. This is the boss method on a daily, right? If we go back to a 343, we really can't get all of the data. It's a little bit too far stretched out. But one thing I do like to look at, is the potential. This is kind of where it came from. And keep in mind, this is a huge, 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 huge fall, right? But I do not blame that on Helium. A lot of this, people don't realize, like, the crypto ecosystem is just like a water cycle, right? Right? when money comes in from Wall Street, it really starts at the top of the mountain from the clouds. You know what I'm saying? And it transfers over into Bitcoin. And by the time it gets downstream to a lot of these smaller tributary stream, once it comes downhill, you know what I'm saying? Water roll downhill, money do too. Once it comes downhill, it dries up, right? And because Bitcoin was drying up, essentially all the streams downstream dried up, and Helium was one of them, even though it's one of the top ecosystems in the world for, Web3 internet service, right? But this is what it looks like now. And this is a much better chart. So it's crashed, flatline, and now it just had this little breakout, between November, December, right? And even this growth right here, like that's not, a little bit of money. This is on Bitcoin, so that's 200% Bitcoin over the past 60 days. That's pretty good, right? It has a much, much, much larger span, I think, to make up for, right? We're still down like 70%, running back the last 18 months, but this is a great start. And I think when you start to look at coins moving into alt season 24, this one could be one of the big names because it's, obviously getting some attention here right now, right? You have another small compression window. This is when you could jump down in here, even on a 77, right? We'll do this real quick, right? So let's just say this is, and look at that. That's beautiful, man. Let's say this is our cycle right here. Boom, boom, right? All we need to do is start to flatline just a little bit on that 3-2, and then this thing is going up and to the right, and we should have a breakout before the end of February. This is just a very strong chart. One of the strongest I've seen, which is why I'm coming and giving it away for free, to the people. If you rock with me, I rock with you. And, they call me Mr. Thanksgiving because when I come through, I make sure everybody eats. So this is Helium. Again, right now it's around $7, I believe, is the strike price, $7.26. We are measuring it to Bitcoin. We don't care about USD because USD ain't done too much for me. But we'll trade it on Bitcoin and make hand over fist BTC when that chart is looking like that up and to the right. So this is a beautiful chart. Again, we're looking at probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you should see this thing double tap over here at the 4.6, right? And once it breaks through that threshold, then it's going to start a new cycle up and to the right. And that's when you'll start to look at some of that money coming back into the market that left over the past 18 months. This is the very beginning of a macro cycle. But again, it's one of the best charts in the world. So that's why I'm talking about it. Helium farms, and this could be a reason. Again, I give these correlative stories towards the end of my videos to give you some sustenance as to what could be behind this chart starting to come together. Again, if this chart didn't look like this, then this article wouldn't be relevant, right? Helium Farms unveil trio of mining plans promising investors big returns. So essentially, this is like a dividend play to stabilize the economy. The way mining works, the way staking works, is you have these farmers that put up tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and just lock up equity on the network. And it's like a dividend, like a blue chip dividend. Like you buy 1,000 shares of IBM, and IBM pays you $5 for each share every quarter that you own. But over the course of years, those shares, those partial payments stack up, and as long as you don't sell them, you can have people that had IBM, or I don't think Apple does a dividend, but I know IBM does. I think AT&T used to. But those dividend plays, like, just look at this, top dividend stocks, right? Like, this is still one of Wall Street's best strategies to retain money from, corporate investors, is to just make partial payments to them over time, right? 15% dividend, 11% dividend, right? So essentially, once you have, say, $100,000 in this stock, BGFV, right? You're getting 15,000, I think, probably a year, depending on how often the dividend pays out, right? And that's coming straight from the corporate profits, right? So it's like a revenue sharing model. Well, anyways, farming and staking is very similar for blockchain-based equities. It's the same concept. Lock up a lot of money, give it to the network. The network pays you back incrementally in smaller increments over time. But over time, those can add up to the original principal and essentially double your money for free. All you need is time and wait, right? It's interesting when you say wait, W-E-I-G-H-T, versus wait, W-A-I-T. When you're talking about mathematics, it's almost like the same thing. Like, you know, you have an amount, a volume, that's a weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, but in financial analysis, you have that already, that weight on the market, but then you have to wait for time, and it's like, you know, kind of similar. It's interesting correlation. Anyways, to provide realistic estimates, let's jump down here. Helium Farms offer 3 distinct mining plans, $79 a year. Daily returns right here. At the current price, that's roughly $1 a day, right? The mobile plan costing $435, higher returns, anticipates a daily return of this, translated approximately $6 a day, right? So essentially, if you pay $435, you get $2 a day. What's a break even? That's a break even of what, like 100 days? 3 months? Lastly, the premium plan, priced at almost $4,000, promises the most lucrative returns, daily return of 4 to 10 helium. This actually isn't bad. Like, if you got 4 grand just sitting around, you're trying to figure out what to do with it, this might not be a bad idea. Because I'm just thinking, if this chart, when this chart, you know, fills out like it was, you know, over here, what was the relative price of helium? And I know this is where you kind of, you know, get into sketchy area, because this is technically based on Bitcoin's price. It's not really helium's price, but let's just say it gets up to 20. You know, let's just say it gets up to 20, right? Which is about halfway up that mountain. You've been, by the end of the year, so December 31st, you're looking at $20 per helium. You've been getting 10 helium a day for the last 300 days. You see what I'm saying? So if we got 300 times 10 times 20, right? You made 60 grand on 4,000. This is not a bad deal. You know, now you have to commit the 4,000 the entire 12 months, but then you just wait on it, you know? And you let time pay you, because you got to wait, W-E-I-G-H-T. Now all you need to do is wait. W-A-I-T. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna pay you. So this is a beautiful, beautiful coin. Amazing farming, mining, equity sharing they're doing to lock up the network, which in turn decreases supply, raises price. So it's all working together. This is just a really good setup, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to come on this channel and talk about it. I will include a link for this chart in the description for you guys. I'll make sure to do that. And then, you know, just in closing everything out, I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, ask where I went, what happened to my channel. You know, I'm kind of rebuilding it back, starting from the ground floor, but I had a chance and I had to make a decision. I remember, you know, when I saw the market turn upside down, or start to turn upside down, when Bitcoin broke, like, what was it, like 16,000, I just told everybody in my communities, I was like, just sell out. You know, I never said this before, just sell out. It's not looking good, nowhere to go. You know, we'd probably be down for the next 2 years, and, you know, I figured out on the other side. Well, 2 years came and gone, 2.5 actually, and, you know, here I am, right? The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. All I try to do now is spread as much positivity and as much optimistic information about that which is blockchain technology. This is your best time to salvage a reliable future that you want. You know, I think if you just absorb all of the negativity from the media, you know, and you're distracted by how many 3-pointers the next player is going to shoot in the next basketball game, or how many touchdowns your fantasy receiver is going to score in next week's football game, like, you know, it's very easy to get sidetracked and to lost in the moment, or are we going to war, and, you know, all this crazy stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, you know, can you provide for your family? Are you safe? Are you happy? Are you comfortable? Are you achieving your goals? Do you even have goals? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the questions I think that serve a more fulfilling life. And really what I began to focus on was how can I build a future that accommodates sustainability and all those answers for society. That's my biggest goal, is to help as many people as possible, you know, withstand themselves from the evils that surround us in today's world. That's my long way of saying, if you would like to join me on my journey, you may do so. It was supposed to go the other way. I was supposed to talk about, all right. Yeah, if you wanna join up my VIP trading group, profit package is $50 for the first month. Jump over to bossofbitcoin.com. $50 for the first month, $100 thereafter. Again, we're just starting this thing back up, but it will be a very vibrant community, and it will definitely help you make money. Like I said, I got 10 different coins on that list. I think maybe 12 different coins. This is just one of them. And to be honest, Helium is the last coin on that list. And it was last for a reason, but not because I think it doesn't have the chance to be successful. It was last because there are other coins that are much, much, much stronger than Helium, right? And they're on that list, especially in the top row. If you look at one of them top row coins, that's what you want to be making right now, because in 6 months from now, you're going to be thanking me, shake my hand, you know what I'm saying? Take yourself to Spain, send me a picture of you in Spain, you know what I'm saying, sipping some red wine in Spain in the cafe, say, boss, you helped this make possible. Bam! That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But until then, we go jump in this thing day by day and grind it out, trade by trade. You see what I'm saying? Rome was not built one day in one day, but it was built brick by brick. So today we laid another brick. Tomorrow we go lay another brick. 2 days from now we go lay another brick. Before you know it, guess what? You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking at a gravel road no more right now. We got some structure. Now it's time to start building. So with that being said, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy DK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay or California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player. One time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh.